Hey friends, it's me, the Ebony Otaku, the well-rounded nerd. If y'all saw the janky camera setup I've created, but it gave me a really good angle, but it's janky. So we're here to do something real important, so she can't be all chit-chatty like she usually is. I'm going to do the final assembly of the other half of my Wordbearers KillTeam. Now I was just going to go sit in the painting room and do it. Painting room is also husband's office, which is why I don't record in there. Our jobs are different, which I can't record anything on a screen from my job either. But I can't be in there like, if he sometimes has to work later than I do, so I can't be in there like recording and stuff, and he's having meetings, because doesn't matter what company you work for, you can't be recording while meetings are going on. Like that's not cool. We both have I have international. He's purely US based, but California. So sometimes meetings go past 5. She tries her best to be done at 5. But these guys were sitting over there, and I was about to just sit down there and work quietly while he finishes his day and put them together. I was like, wait. We have a whole YouTube channel. Let's finish our assembly here. They will be joining their brothers in my nicely finished acrylic case that I made. Yes, you can see my new ring light. My other ring light died. So I got this nice little one that I used the same one for doing makeup at my vanity in the bedroom. And I was like, I bet that'll clip to my desk and be handy. And it's great. But yeah, so I got another one. But this is the case that I built in a few videos back. I finished it. I'm going to set it to my desk right here. Gotta move a thing out the way. Slidey. Yep, you stay up there. If this tumbles off my desk while I'm talking, she's gonna die. It's not. We're gonna make sure always at least have 3 points of hold. 3 points. The reason I want it up here is so I can open it real quick. There we go. So, the reason I wanted to use this particular case while I'm opening it off screen over here, something's gonna happen. I'm just gonna have to accept it. All right, so slide a tray out. Come here, tray. You know, we're gonna put it back down on the ground. She tried to be dramatic. It's not gonna work. But this particular case that I got, it is acrylic, so it's see-through. That's what acrylic means. You know, it's a faux glass because, you know, we're not carrying things around in glass. That's dangerous. But we work so hard on our figures. I wanted them to be seen when I carry them. And when you go to the hobby shops and people are playing and stuff, like if you're new to it, it can be a little intimidating because people show up with like cases, like it looks like toolboxes full of stuff to play the tabletop games with. And just slowly over time, you're seeing the result of like 8 months of hobbying now. Between jobs and work and not knowing what I was doing, these 5 dudes of my first half of my Wordbearers, I'm so proud of them because they took me like 4 months to do. So like relish the work and do not be sad or ashamed if it takes you some time to get it done, because adults with jobs can't do everything everywhere all at once. I was just talking to a coworker today and they were like, man, I've got so many figures to paint. I don't know where to start. It's like, pick a game and go there. Like, just, it's good stress relief. It's good for you, and never be upset with yourself that you can't do it all at once, because you can't, okay? All right? Pep talk over. But the other 5 of these battle brothers will join them today. So these are specifically for the game KillTeam, but I can play them in the 30 and the 40k universe. Yes. And as I'm building towards my 1,000 points, luckily with the rules and the Horus Heresy, I can use these guys as part of my Chaos Legion. So I'm building Emperor's Children for them, and I'm doing Terminators for them. So this will actually be a squad, and this gets me a whole lot of points already, because I'm not going for a 2,000 point army. She's only going for 1,000 points for this particular event, and then I'll build from there. Half Emperor's Children, Chaos, half Loyalist Salamanders. But I magnetized them, so check it out. Turn them upside down, blah, 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 blah. So this particular case that I got, the trays are magnetic. I'm sorry, the trays are metal, and I put magnets on the bottoms of all of these. I think I posted a picture of it, so by the time you see this, it'll be a month after I posted that photo of like, what do you think I'm doing here? So now when I transport them in their new pretty acrylic case, They can be seen, because why do all that work for it to not be seen? And plus I can fit like 30 dudes on a tray, so there's a lot to fill in here. There'll be a tray for the novitiate, and at the bottom you see I slid in my Aeronautica bag at the bottom. So this is like my Warhammer case, basically. I'm going to work with this one until I need another one, but I think I have enough space in there, at least for what I'm doing. I think my Titans might need their own case, because they might be taller than... Well, the trays are adjustable, so I'll figure that out. But right now, I think for all the Warhammer I have, as I build them, they will fit in that. And then I have this pretty little case I can take everywhere with me. Hey! And honestly, I wanted to get a couple more videos in before my hair gets rebraided, because she's having a real good fro day today. So I'm going to record another video after this and some stuff for a short, because in the morning, the hair gets braided and it will be back up in braids for a couple months. But now we're in the final assembly stages for these guys. So this is my organization method. So this, remember I talked... Was it last week's Warhammer Wednesday? Probably. But I use these little tackle boxes to separate my dudes as I'm building. So, you know, we've got his main body here. Look at him. Last night and today I finished the Nuln Oil and the Bloodshade. And when I'm done and they're fully assembled, the last touch is going to be to do a few drops of blood for the blood god. Thank you, Corn. But yeah, this is a technical paints. Citadel paints are really good. I love them. I do use Pro Acryls. I like the Pro Acryls, not sponsored. But when it comes to my Warhammer, I use the Citadel paints because I'm one of those people. But yeah, these will, once I get them posed and on their plinths, these. It sounds way more dramatic to say plinth than stand. Then they'll get a few drops of this just to finish the look, and then they get shellacked and they're good to go. But let's do some final assembly of these guys. So in here, you know, they've got their main bodies. Each one of them has a stand that I've already magnetized at the bottom. And then the rest of their like arms and pieces are there. So that's where assembly gets a little bit tricky, but I've got some things to help me out to help make this go a little bit better. So of course you need your glue. So I've got here some Gorilla Glue Super Glue Gel, and then I've also got some Mr. Cement Deluxe. These are the glues that I use the most. But here's your secret, the accelerator. So you gotta be careful with this stuff with glue. So when this goes on this, it cures instantly. So don't have this on your hands and spray it, and your fingers are gonna be stuck together. It's gonna be an accident. Adult supervision are all of my disclaimers out of the way. Yes. Okay. So what you typically do is one half of what you are putting together, you spray this on, the other half you put this on, then you stick them together. But this is one of them measure 3 times, cut once kind of deals, because you don't want to get stuff accidentally misaligned. On one of my first dudes, I only used this and I left it. No, I used this one to put them all together at the end, and I left it to cure. And I accidentally touched it or bumped it, and one of the pauldrons is a little askew. So I ended up like mounting a skull on his shoulder to make it look less askew, because it bothered me. No one else was going to know, but I knew. So let's start with the easy part, which is going to be mounting each of these dudes on their little stands here. So I like to see where I'd like to position them. I don't paint these because they're already textured. You know, some people paint the stands. I painted my stands for aeronautical, but they're big and they're fancy, you know. So I like to see where is he going to stand, all right? And this guy's pretty easy, but what I'm really looking for is to see where his contact points are. Like, where does he go flush? So see, you can see his little heel kicked up there. So I know that I don't need to put any glue there. So he's got a toe down and he's got a heel down. So what I'm going to do is we are going to put the glue on his feet. I'm going to spray the accelerator on the stand. I know, right? She's living dangerously. So, all right. So I'm checking one more time to make sure where the glue needs to go. And I'm literally letting him freestand. I can't show it to you because she doesn't have 14 cameras and she's not going to move the camera to get one shot. But I'm letting him stand freely to see where the natural stand of him is. And so now I know exactly where to dab the glue. A little dab will do you. Does not take much with these glues. Less is more, honestly. So The feet have glue on them. And she's doing this on camera, so if I mess up, it's completely on me. I'm spraying the accelerator completely in another direction so I don't accidentally get it on the glue. Or something I don't want accelerator on. And it doesn't take much of the accelerator, like at all, like a teeny, and it's done. So now he's going down. I'm not going to do this on the camera. I'm going to just set him on it on my desk so I don't accidentally misalign his feet. But he's going on. Cute. And I can instantly pick him up and he's glued down. So the reason I did that flat on my desk is to make sure that he was flat here. So he has no arms. He will. I scream, but I have no voice. But yeah, no, he's gonna have arms. But we're gonna get to his arms in a second. So I'm gonna do that with the rest. Yeah, this is done. That accelerator stuff is serious. Like do not have glue on your hand and accidentally spray yourself with accelerator. It's gonna be a bad time. Alcohol washes off most glues, but you don't want to glue your fingers together. And when you're hobbying with kids, like I do a lot of work with children. Kids are great. Every kid is different, but you want to keep an eye. You don't want to glue somebody's eyeball shut or something like that. Like, I cannot stress that enough. The first time I used the accelerator, I did not realize how powerful it really was. And I was like, oh, it's done. Okay. It's great. Like, this guy, he's a little easier because he completely will stand flat-footed. Isn't he great? I did the most on some of these. I'm going to get out the way so it'll focus on him. Yeah, my fingernails are looking a little janky. Don't judge her. She's doing a lot of painting right now. There was no point in doing the nails. I'm coming off being sick and off from work from being sick. So we don't paint our nails when we're not on the road. And plus, we're going camping in a couple of weeks. There's just no reason to paint the nails right now. But yeah, this one's going to be a little bit easier because he is flat-footed. So that makes him super, super easy to do. So I think I can risk doing this one in front of y'all. So we're going to glue his feet. A little bit too much glue on that foot. I'm going to take a little bit off. Yeah, I don't want a bunch of glue showing. And at this point, I'll use my finger to wipe off the glue, but I have Kleenex over here standing by to get that off my hand so I don't put accelerator on it. How many times? I'm going to say it more than once. So here's his stand. And we're going to, over here, spray the accelerator. A dab will do ya. And then this one I can do up here because he's flatter. So I already got the magnets on. And that's how I glued these. So the glue went down. Magnet went in. Squished it in. Accelerator. So let's do it to the camera. So he's flat-footed, so I should not screw this up. We'll find out. It's already stuck tight. He's done. Isn't he great? And because these are circles, you know, as long as you got them centered and stuff, it's not a huge deal. Oh, yeah, she paints. And I painted the second half a whole lot faster than I painted that first half. The first half, I was learning how to do it. It had been years since I picked up the hobby. Years. So I didn't have a technique down that I liked. And now as I'm starting to paint my Emperor's Children, which I've got half primed, we got to go buy some more primer today. But I'm going to get all of my Terminators and tank pieces primed. I'm priming them in black because black under that purple is going to look real good. And I've learned some techniques doing these that are going to help me be better at painting those and painting them faster and getting them done. So look, I'm standing this guy up and he's another flat-footed one. So that's going to make him easier to glue. So let me double check that the feet are indeed flat. Where the flatness is, yep. A dab will do you. It doesn't take much. Dab-a-loo. Yabba-dabba-doo. I was once obsessed with the Flintstones. Non sequitur. Spray. Oh, didn't really get any on there. All right. Slide this guy over. I thought that was the greatest show. And then they came out with that Flintstone Kids. I love that damn show. I'm one of those people that remembers every jingle, every song from every show ever. I know the Flintstone Kids song. Yabba dab, yabba dab, yabba dabba do. We are the Flintstone Kids. Like, I remember everything, which is probably why I'm a good trainer. It's because I can remember stuff. All right. So here we go. It's down. He's done. He's on. He's stuck. Insta-cure. It's a little scary. It's a little scary. I like how fast this stuff works. Like, it's like, ah! But what do we think? We love him? I think we love him. All right, that's number 3. I'm setting them down in order. So I'll just show you what I'm doing. So I'm lining them up in front of their body pieces so that I know what goes with what, so that I don't like misalign or put the wrong arm with something. So here's where it gets trickier. So this guy, he's doing a 2-step. How dare you? He's walking. First of all, let's admire the sick face. Did she do it? Look at them green eyeballs. Did she do it or what? She did it. I know I'm sitting here dressed all cute like a prissy girl. Like I teaching today. So, you know, she decided to be cute since she had to work from home. I was supposed to be out teaching this week, but it is irresponsible to travel sick and then take your illness and sprinkle it all over your own little mission field. So, but fortunately, I also work for a company that treats me well. Like, it matters who you work for. And my company treats me very well. So she's always dropping stuff. Look, it's my stuff. If I drop it, it's okay. Somebody got mad at me because I treated Rodimus Prime bad. Like, look, nothing can be perfect all the time. So this guy just has a toe touch. He's going to be kind of scary. That's why he fell over. He is only balanced on one daggum foot. So the other foot doesn't need glue on it. I only need glue on the one foot. Okay. All right. This one I'm going to do on the desk because I do not want to get that one wrong. I will be sad if I misalign one. So just a dab of glue. Stand over here. Spray the stand. I'm spraying the whole stand just to make sure that I don't miss where his feet are. So he's going down. We're going down, down, baby. No, that'll give me a copyright strike. I didn't know how he was going to look when he stood up because he's kind of charging forward, but I kind of love it. Yeah, when I started taking the pieces out to do my tanks and stuff, I love what they did in the 30K Heresy box because you have a Killa insignia that you can put on your stuff, and you got the Eye of Horus that you can put on there. And I was like, yeah! So I'm so excited to build that. Y'all don't even understand. So this guy has a little bit of scenery that came with his feet. And I could not tell how he was supposed to stand. Oh God, he is one-footed. Granted, there's a nice good space here for where the glue goes. One-footed. Okay, here we go. One-footed. All right. Got the glue on the foot. Accelerator over here. I know somebody's like, what are the fumes like? The accelerator's a little fumy, not gonna lie. My room is well ventilated, so I'm not super concerned. I don't really have that kind of reaction to stuff. I'm very lucky that way. But if you do, you know, ventilation. Oh man, he is looking down, coming for you. Is this what you would want to see, like, coming at you in the night? That's the stuff nightmares are made of. Yeah, let's admire the paint job. I can't wait to get them fully assembled and then just drip the blood on them. They are going to look boss. So we're going to wipe up this accelerator over here where I sprayed on my desk. And I'm actually not going to use this anymore. So I'm doing a little bit of a longer cut just so I can see in real time what the assembly process is like. So now it's a matter of, actually I might use a little more accelerator because you want to know what will piss you off? Putting these daggum arms on these things. I want y'all to see just in real time how long it takes to put this together. Granted, if y'all saw like all the work, that would be a 47-hour video. But I'm not going to be one of those cute YouTubers who does the clickety-click down. So I have, for this dude, he's going to have an arm with a chain sword. Then he's also going to have a bolter. I know he's serious looking, but over his other shoulder, he'll have this little piece. So this is where it gets fun, and this is why having things separated is really going to be your friend, because if you don't have it all laid out in a tray, like your main body, your head, the pauldrons, the weapons, you can get them mixed up. And then I made some decisions as I was building on other stuff I wanted. Like I've got one guy here who's got 3 shoulder pieces because I couldn't decide which shoulder piece I wanted. But now that I've got them all dripped together with blood, the shoulder piece that I'm not going to use, honestly, is going to be this one. It's a plain one. And the other one has skulls on it. So we're going to use the skulls. That makes sense, right? Yep. So, I mean, because it fits in his little motif. He's a real skull looking dude. And then, like, I had a kit that my husband got me where I could add extra weapons. So one dude has like this really awesome like arm cannon, and that helps with the points as well because part of your point value is the weapons. But now we gotta get this together. So the hardest one that's gonna be is I got one dude who's got a two-handed weapon. That is the hardest one to position. So the ones that have single hands, it actually makes it a little bit easier. So now here's what you do: you figure out where the weapon's going to point. So I'm holding that to try to figure out, okay, that's where that's going to be. And then the other one, yep, definitely mounts on the other side and looks good. So I said I wasn't going to use the accelerator, but trying to hold this and get it to dry, that's the mistake I made last time. So I used the craft glue and it worked. But I bumped something and then it wasn't perfect and then I was sad. And I don't want to be a sad fish. The reason I had done that was like placing the pauldrons can be work because they have to be in line with the arm. And what I mean by that, like this one's attached. So this arm came with the shoulder piece already mounted over it. You've got your little arm and then most of them will have a piece you have to attach to it if the piece you cut out's not like this. So with this one, I've got the arm there and then I have to put the shoulder piece on top of the arm. It has to go in the right direction. And that was the mistake I made was it wasn't dry completely. And I bumped an arm, which bumped the shoulder. So I'm going to do something. I'm going to take a risk. Okay. So measure twice, cut once. So I'm going to fully make sure I know. So that's where that bolter is going to go. I'm going to spray the accelerator, which I think I'm going to put the accelerator on the plastic and the glue on the arm. Help me. So, glue. Just a dab will do ya. Okay. Shit. She's cussing in this one, sorry. If you came in here for a family view, well, that's not what you're getting today. Because this is real. We're real on this channel. All right, I remember where his arm's going to go. Whew. Here we go. Is she going to get it right? My God, today, help me. Because once it's on, it's going to be stuck forever. I think we got it. Oh my God, it's perfect. I got it. I got it. So now his shoulder piece has to go on top of that. So this has no glue on it. So see, now I want his shoulder in line with his bolter. And for that, I may not spray accelerator. We'll see. I might let that dry naturally. So let me put his other arm on before I put this one on, because that is one piece. So I'm going to position and see how that should look. So I know exactly where I'm going to stick this when I go for it, because I'm going to go for it again. Oh my God, he's going to be beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to do this again. Are y'all with me? Heart-stopping stuff, I know. So drop a glue. Okay, the glue is dropped. Accelerator on the other side. My husband's going to be so proud of me that I use the accelerator because I never use it. I always fiddle too much. But this makes you make a decision and stick with it. Like marriage. Warhammer is a euphemism for marriage. No, it's not. All right, he's on. All right, we have the shoulder piece already came on that one. Move my head so it'll focus. So, shoulder piece already came on the chainsword side. God, she can paint. Yeah, she's flexing. Incidentally, my engagement ring matches my Wordbearers. Okay, so here's where everyone's different. So because I painted everything separate, I have stuff painted that you're never going to see. But when you look at that whole 3D view, I'll know it's painted. And it matters to me. So now he's got his little shoulder piece here that will need to go on. So I'm going to make sure I know exactly how that's going to align. Yeah, I think I got it. Okay. All right, we're going to do it again. Glue goes in here. Glue there. Y'all don't understand the stress I'm under right now. Accelerator on the shoulder. And when it goes on, it's on. That's why you've got to align it first. If you're going to use accelerator, you've got to align it. If you're not, glue it, let it cure, and then come back and do the next piece. That way you don't misalign things and get a misshapen shoulder like I do on one guy. You have like half a second to maneuver it where it's going to be, but then once that glue and accelerator meet, it's done. And I think we got it. What do we think? Give him the 360, honey. Shake your tail for him. Shake them tail feathers. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's looking great. And the only thing they lack is going to be a little bit of dripping. And then they'll be done. I might go get a paintbrush and just drip if I get all these done here in a second. So that's one. We're going to set him to the side. Next guy. So I did the most with him. Like, I just love everything about him. Focus. There we go. Got the skull on the knee. Just, chaos is just so much more in the way that they look. I love everything about him. So let's get off his pieces. So he has a one-handed bolter. And he will also have a sword that also has the shoulder piece included. And then over his bolter shoulder, he's going to have this great shoulder piece with the skull. I have to move so it'll focus. Yeah, her nails look gnarly. Don't worry about it. Girls aren't perfect all the time. I knew a dude, so we're going to talk and have story time while I do this because I got funny stories. So this dude I worked with ages ago. Not at the company I work at now, so this was a long time ago. I don't know where he was raised. In a barn, I don't know. No, if he was raised in a barn, he'd have known this. So his gun's going to curl across his chest. So I'm posing it just to see what that's going to look like. And I kind of love it. And then I'm going to double make sure that this is the correct arm for him. Yep. So here's what he's going to end up looking like. He's coming with a bolter and a knife that adds to his points. Move over so you can see. Yeah, I know. Great, right? So this Chobe, y'all know what I'm doing, so you're just going to watch me do it. This Chobe did not think. I mean, if you're, like plug your ears for a second if you're sensitive to body stuff. I'm not going to get super gross or anything. We don't do that here. But he did not believe that women produced either gas nor defecation. He did not think that we flatulated or did a number two. I'm gonna let that sit there while I do this. And he wasn't young. Like, it's the workplace, so everyone's at least 21. So he at this time, I want to say he was a good 28, 29 years old. He wasn't 30 yet. But at his big age, coming to work in the modern world, did not believe that females were capable of producing not prettiness. Like, how do you even react? And I don't even know how it came up in conversation. I don't even know what the context was that we found that information out about this person. But everyone who heard him say that just went, are you new? Obviously you are. Are you new to life? Yeah. So, I don't know why that came up. There was a reason. I've forgotten it now. Ooh, that one was a hard one. Oh, God. All right. Whoo, on. You get like half a second with that accelerator. So, gun and shoulder. We just have to put his shoulder piece on now. Oh, that's going to look badass. Okay. I can't wait to show you this one when he's done. So, glue. And I'm kind of enjoying doing this real-time video. Just like, this is the process. This is what you do when you build your armies. Every bit takes time. You know, I love the videos where people are doing like the ASMR thing. They're clicking and, you know, you see all the snips and one at a time, but it's work. And I don't know how, I mean, I guess when you're doing YouTube or something full-time, you're a full-time content creator, you've got time to sit there and do that. I don't. because I just need to get to the work of doing. All right, there it goes on. Did I put enough glue on? Because he's still moving around. She did not put enough glue on. I don't think any glue came out. We're going to have to do that again. Yep. Oh, that's too much glue. Just a dabble do ya. Yabba dabble do ya. I don't want glue sticking out from under the fangs. That would ruin the entire effect. Come here. There we go. I got a little glue left for the next one. So let's respray that. All right. That was my mistake. Sometimes it's getting it positioned in your hands correctly to put it where you want it. You could do this with tweezers. I have a jewelry kit for repairing and making jewelry at home. And sometimes I use those tweezers for stuff like this. I got a little bit of accelerator on my thumb with that glue. So here it is. Oh God, he looks great. I did not get that one on perfectly. And now it's stuck forever. So, nope, no it's not. God is giving me a second chance. Yes. Maneuver. Praise to the blood god. Oh yeah, because that would have sucked for that to be stuck forever like that. There we go. Cool. All right, here he is. Let me move so he'll focus. There we go. So, nice knife. Turn him around, turn him around. Oh, he's looking good. Show him that booty. Show him that booty. Yeah, we're looking. She can paint. She can paint. Hey, if you got it, flaunt it. The gluing is just, it's nerve-wracking. So this is different. So this is a weapon that I got out of one of the expansion pack kits that my husband got me. Immediately my arm was drawn to this. It took me a while to figure out the pieces to make that gun put together. But then I started like not knowing what arms and stuff I was going to use. I was like, because this dude already had a ton going on. He gets this like wonderful claw hand. And I was like, well, okay, so he gets a claw hand. So since he's going to get this big arm over here, we'll probably use this little pauldron for that arm. So I was trying to figure out, like, how does it go on? So the arm is actually going to go in here. Yeah. So this is going to be fun to get stuck on. I think my other option is to leave the arm off and then just mount it like that. But I like the look of seeing the arm push through. So I'm wondering if I should connect the arm first and then put the whole piece on him. I think that is the way. Let me see if I can figure it out. Because what I don't want is to have like just raw plastic exposed in the joint. So let me see if I can figure this out. How to make it look the way it's intended. This is the only thing that sucks about like adding pieces from other kits is making sure that you get it to fit so that your look is not disrupted. That part's hard. I think I got it. So I'm probably going to have to put the arm in there first and then attach it. It looks like he's given the, or is this even the right arm? 1 second. Because I have two of the same arm. And that's why the, this might actually be the arm that's supposed to go in there. Nope, that's a left arm. So he's got to go, this arm has to go in here. Oh, help me. I guess I could do it that way. That would look janky though. It really seemed like a good idea when I was doing this. It did. It seemed like a great idea. Because that obviously goes right in there. What I'm going to end up doing, okay, so I am going to glue the arm in and then stick the rocket launcher on. Yeah, that's got to go in there that way. Oh, this is hard. This is so difficult. So for those of you out there who've done these little kit bashes like this, give me some advice. Give your girl some pointers on making this less painful. Because I'm trying to get, see that little bitty hole there? Trying to get the arm wedged in there so I can connect the arm to the body, because I think it'll be easier to put the weapon on the arm and then put the arm on the body. But what I don't want to do, this is one of those ones where I'm probably not going to use the accelerator because I'm going to have to maneuver it to get it glued right and not make it look stupid. because in this joint, I've got a little bit of exposed raw plastic. It's kind of going to kill the look for me. So I will probably put some blood drops in there to cover that. Because if that's wedged in there like that, that means this is where that rocket's going to go. And then he's going to have a claw hand on top of it. Yeah, he's a little bit too serious for his own good or anybody else's. But that's fine. We like our Space Marines that way. We like our Space Marines serious. Good thing is it kind of points down, so you can't really see under him. So yeah, some blood droplets will go there. I'll put some gobbets there to take care of that. So here's what I'm going to do. Now I know how it's going to go, because that has to get shoved all the way in there. Golly, that's hard. I'm pushing a piece of plastic out just so I'm kind of refolding it a little bit. Oh, she's playing with fire. Okay, that's going to be how it goes. All right. What I'm going to do is shove it in there with some glue and then hit it with the accelerator so it'll stay, because I think I've only got one shot to get this right. So glue first, no accelerator. Luckily I had a little dab of glue left from, well, I put too much out the last time, so put that goblet of glue in there. Nobody said war was pretty. All right, because in the future, there's only war. I love reading Warhammer. I especially love reading it aloud. Do y'all enjoy it when I do the out loud readings? I don't know if people actually like those or not. I do them because I enjoy them. And I love sharing literature with people. Finding more reasons for people to read, I think, is a good thing. I mean, accelerator. Done now. We can't undo it. I mean, love or hate J.K. Rowling and all of her foibles and whatnot, she got a whole generation of kids interested in reading again. Which... That's an accomplishment, because knowledge is power, y'all. You want to get far in this world? Knowledge. But not in that creepy Andrew Tate way. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's going to look good. Okay, so... Yep. We're doing it, y'all. We're doing it. This is a tricky one. But she's got it. She's got it. By George. She's got it. I knew this was going to be the hardest piece to put together, but, you know, hashtag worth it? I think so. And now he's got a rocket launcher arm. I can't believe that worked. He's going to have a claw hand on the other side, and that is why his other pauldrons are going to be a little plainer than the others, because he's got so much going on. You know, like, there's a limit to the gaudity, to the gaudiness, and she reached it. So, glue out. We're almost done. I've only got 2 left in this little grouping. Accelerator. I'm going to smell like kerosene after this. Oh, man. But I will go wash all this off my hands when I'm done. All right. Shoulder piece on. And then, yeah, you can barely see it. So, yeah, a little goblet of blood goo, and that'll be covered. Just part of it. So then there is his other hand. And this is why I love this one, because it's kind of just sticking out here like, rawr. I have a rocket launcher and a claw, because I'm extra. So we just see where we're going to position it. And then dab of glue, dab of accelerator. We're almost done. I say we as in me. This is the universal we. So glue on. Accelerator. Yeah, I do love reading the books out loud. There's a lot of stories that people may never get into and read for themselves, but most people like being told stories. And that's why I started doing it. Like, my husband actually, he suggested that I start trying to do readings straight through without so much pausing and commentary for some things. I think I'm going to do the Dune series and The Hobbit that way. I'm going to pick back up reading The Hobbit. I just haven't had time. I have a decent speaking voice, but I've also been, you know, trained over the years how to speak. Theater, English, all that kind of stuff. So, and plus with my profession, I am routinely having to re-educate myself on the best ways to present because it's just part of the job. You know, like when, you know, I do martial arts and somebody once commented that, you know, that you'll never be as good as Bruce Lee. Well, of course not. It was his job to do martial arts. Like if you practice every day for 14 hours, you might end up as Bruce Lee as well. That's how that works. I did get a little accelerator on my fingers with the glue there again, but I pulled them apart quickly so I didn't have a catastrophe. Look at him. I'm going to move. Look at him. Oh, God, that's so stupid. I love everything about it. You did need a rocket launcher, horns, and a skull arm. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. That's 3. There are 2 more. I mean, she hasn't cut. So I'm really doing this in real time. So on this one on the base, got a little bit of glue sticking out from under his feet. I'll probably hit these bases with some black paint to cover up that glue. I'll do that over in the office, the other office. Let's see here. Okay, so this guy. Oh, he's got pieces. You'd think I'd make them less complicated as I went on. No. Nope, she woke up, chose violence. All right, so he has a little thing I need to stick to the top. So that part's easy. So that's just gonna go right up here. Face it forward. All right, y'all know the drill. I wonder if I can just wipe this accelerator on this that's spilled here. Let's see if that's gonna work. It won't. There's got accelerator on my desk. I'm like, can I just use the accelerator that's already out? See if I can. Can I wipe up enough? Oh, it's wiping through it. That might work. Let's see. Will that work? I can't believe that worked. So now he's got a thing on him for reasons, because that's what you do. So this is a guy who's holding a weapon two-handed. These stink. And this is where accelerator becomes your friend, because you get one shot on these dudes. So you position one arm, and then you got to get the other arm under there. So what I'm probably going to do is put the glue on and then spray the whole thing with accelerator to get these exactly where they need to be. Because the glue, the benefit of using the gel glue is you can maneuver it. So I'm going to put the glue on his arms and then spray the whole figure to get them to stay. So that way I have a second to maneuver them before they're stuck. Because the cool thing about this jelly glue is that it will hold for a second and give you some positioning time. So get that guy positioned. And now the other arm, let's put him about where he's going to go. Oh, these two-handed weapons suck. But they look cool. And that's what matters most. I probably shouldn't have done it this way. I probably have made a mistake. Where's the napkin? She made a mistake. Nope, let's undo it. Hey, we're coming to you raw and real today. Okay, we're just going to have to do it one at a time. I didn't want to do it that way, but I don't think I have a choice. All right, let's do it. Glue. And we're going to put the accelerator on this arm. Oh, God. All right. Gotta make a sacrifice to the blood god for me real quick. Let's see if we can do it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. One shot, one shot. Hit that parkour. Hit that parkour. All right, got it. Okay. Let me make sure I know where the other arm needs to go to make this look the way it's supposed to. All right, that's where it goes. All right, we're going to hit that parkour. Man, whose idea was it to film themselves doing this? You know, just adding to the stress. It was mine. It was mine and mine alone. All right. For glory. I think what I'm going to do is position this one, then hit it with the accelerator. So I'll get it a little gookier. That's a word. And then, because now it's on its side, so I can move it and make sure that the joints line up. Gluing joints is just the worst. Like when wrist and like hands meet. Ugh, that Gummit Games Workshop. Okay. All right, is that it? Do I have it? And that's why I didn't hit it with the accelerator right away. I knew this one was gonna suck to attach. Oh God. I think I got it. Okay. She got it? Yeah. All right, I got it. All right, that is where that's gonna go. It's not perfect. Can't get it behind this at all. All right, we're gonna have to use the shoulder piece to help us out to make that. Okay. Yep, that's it. All right, hit it. There we go, got it, accelerated. Y'all, shoulder pieces. So I'm gonna use the fancier shoulder piece to cover up that atrocity on his shoulder. I didn't realize this was gonna take me 45 minutes to do. Kind of did, but I'm talking through it as well, so whatevs. In here breathing in these fumes. Smells like teen spirit. All right, one shoulder on, and one more. All right, y'all, we're on the last guy. We're on the last one. On the last one. Accelerator. I have to go wash my hands in alcohol after this. It'll be great. You get a little more confident as it goes on, and this is where making sure you have your shoulder pieces and stuff really comes in handy, because this shoulder is now covering up one of my mistakes. But because I painted that shoulder really nicely, you can't really see my mistake now. It looks like it was intentional. So these two-handed ones, like it looks good from here. You can see where it's connected over here. But overall, she did too much for him. But I feel like he deserves it. All right, go join your brothers. Last one. I'm gonna do some base touch-ups this evening and drip some blood on them, and they'll be done. Oh, it's been such a journey. When you get them finished, it's kind of like, oh, I can't believe we did that. We did that. So this guy's fun. He gets like a mace and a gun because reasons, because that's how she is. So let's just go ahead and do it. Let's just do the thing. All right. Glue. Glue. Yeah, I had to set the camera up a little bit weird today to get this angle, but I think it worked best for what I'm doing. As an amateur YouTuber, she's no pro. And there it goes on. Just get in there. All right, one arm on. And one of these days, if the channel, should I be blessed and, actually make money with YouTube, it's possible. Then you can start looking at other types of camera setups and whatnot, because I would love to film painting. I just don't know how with, the way that our offices and stuff are set up right now, like how I could do that, because I can't encroach on my husband's workspace when we don't always have the same working hours. That would not be cool. So I think the shoulder that has the gun gets the spiky side. 2 more pieces to glue. But I have aspirations, and plus YouTube's fun. I enjoy it. Everybody needs a hobby. Everyone needs a creative outlet. If you need a creative outlet and don't quite know what to do, or you want to, find your nerdy community, YouTube's an option. I guess the danger is, the internet being the internet. There's always going to be people who are, you can't have a good day if they're having a bad day. Those people always exist. They show up in my comments too, and I think my channel is a pretty chill existence in terms of YouTube sphere. But once in a while I get people who just, they're gonna pee in your Cheerios, because that's how they woke up. Like, I'm sad, you be sad with me. I try to keep my channel just light and fun, because hobbies should be that. They should be fun. If you're not having fun, don't do it. Do something else. Find another way to spend your time. Life is too short to be miserable all the time. All right, got it. Friends, that's the last guy. That's the last one. I got all of them put together. Kind of love the mace. Not gonna lie. Wouldn't you just love to see all these guys coming for me? So let's line up the girlies and look at all of them. All right, brothers, are you ready to see your new... Oh, yeah. Oh, they're creeping. Oh, I like these. These guys have a lot of good movement to them. 2. The magnets are everything. 3. 4. And 5. There they all are. Kill team. Pretty much complete. I'm going to let the glue just kind of evaporate off. I'm going to hit them with some of this evening. Touch up their bases with black paint where the glue shows through so they match their guys in the back. And then they will get hit with the acrylic clear coat and they're done. Did it. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I've got to get out of this stinky office with all these fumes because I'm about to just here in a second. But that was fun. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, hobbies take time. They're work. But that joy we get when something's done, it's like, yeah, that's pretty great. So I hope you're having equally as much fun with whatever you're building. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.